Hey guys, a warm good evening. Welcome again to yet another interesting episode of IT Talks. And today we have with us a very enigmatic personality, Piyush Yadav. Hi Piyush.
Hi Puneet, long
Hey,
time.
long time. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing absolutely fine. How about you? I
I'm
hope
all,
everything was good during the last year, during the
yeah,
pandemic.
yeah, so pandemic, the last year was tough, and thankfully, we were all able to overcome that tough time, and hopefully things are, shaping up for better.
Absolutely, yeah. Finger crossed. Can't wait to go back to office. Meet you.
Absolutely,
Meet you.
looking forward to same. So, let us get started. So for all our viewers, maybe, you can just introduce yourself.
Absolutely. So I'm Piyush Yadav, Senior Product Manager working with Expedia Group. I've been with Expedia for a little more than 6 years now. And before coming into this role, my entire career was as a DevOps engineer. And I'm based out of Gurgaon and married, blessed with a beautiful daughter who will turn 6 next month. And my hobbies are I'm actually a traveler. I love traveling,
Oh.
but I like to go on up hills because I like hills. And
Mhm.
I'm a little, uh, you know, fitness person, so I like trekking and all. So my preference is always towards up hills. And other than that, I really like watching movies a lot. During my free time, I'm always in front of TV. And with that, I'm also a sports person. And thanks to COVID, this is one thing which I really like about COVID is that it actually made me go back to the sports. So I try
Mhm.
to play cricket at least over the weekends, and I usually play basketball during the weekdays whenever I get time.
Wow, considering, so I understand that how busy a role of a product manager is. So the amount of activities, you are able to do. So definitely kudos to you. Maybe we can, touch base on that, later on for sure.
Absolutely.
Great. You told us that you are currently working as a senior product manager. So maybe you want to just touch base upon what are your responsibilities and what are the challenges that are associated with this role.
Yeah, sure. So as a senior product manager, I'm working in the space of infrastructure. And in infrastructure, my prime responsibility is to provide the automations of services related to infrastructure. Infrastructure itself is a very big field, and I am
Mhm.
and my team is just one part of infrastructure. So my sole responsibility is to manage the assets as well as the governance of the
Mhm.
infrastructure, right? So starting from giving the clear bird's eye view of asset to the developer and the engineering community, in fact to the leadership, that what assets their team particularly owns in the corporate and non-corporate environments, right? Starting from servers or the cloud compute, your network, your storage, and then it comes to your mobile devices, your laptops, and all. So I I am working with my engineering team to develop that one view where a person can actually view the historical data of their asset at just
Mhm.
one click, right? So they don't have to hop on different products to
Interesting.
see the related information about their assets, right? With that, one of the most important challenge I would say is the vulnerability management in
Mm.
in a product.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And security is doing a great job, I would say, in Expedia handling those vulnerability. And we partner very closely with security because we own the governance part of it, right? So the tools which I have built, it actually enables the developer and the engineering community to have a self-service capability to manage their
Mhm.
assets as well as to manage the vulnerabilities on those assets. So I built a tool which is a workflow orchestration tool on the principles of low code and no code.
Mhm.
This workflow designer basically allows uh, developers and the engineers to create their own workflows, right? And then
Mhm.
schedule them as per their own need. So the most important and the beauty of this product is that they can actually transform their manual task into an automation task, and they just
Wow.
do not have to, daily manage their manual task again and again.
And
So
this I believe this will also be platform independent, is it?
absolutely, so
Wow.
it's basically a platform, right?
Mm.
So and it cuts across like various stages of the assets, so a person can manage their servers, a person can manage their applications, a person can manage their accounts and whatnot.
Interesting, interesting work. Sure. Great. And, so I was just going through your career graph, so just for the viewers and everyone. So me and Piyush, we go back a long time. We have worked in a couple of companies together before as well. And, so I personally know Piyush very well as a dear friend. So, so Piyush has worked as an infrastructure engineer also in the past. And then he actually transitioned into a TPM, a technical product manager. And now currently he's working as a full-fledged product manager. So maybe if you want, you can just, maybe describe your journey, and how actually you upskilled at every stage, for the next challenge or the next role, Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Great question, Puneet. So my journey has been a roller coaster, I would say, from a DevOps or an infrastructure engineer to the product manager where I am. And I would say that I believe everyone faces a challenge when they have a transition in the role, right? So I was no different. So, but I was lucky that I got this opportunity within Expedia, that I got myself transitioned from a DevOps engineer to a TPM. And that happened because of a small reorg that actually happened,
Okay.
in which I was part of. And during that reorg, they actually introduced the profile of TPM and product manager. Earlier, there was no role of that. So when I transitioned myself into a TPM, it was an absolutely 360-degree turn for me, right? I was not at all aware about the Scrum or Agile. These were the new terms for me. So the first thing which I did to make me familiarize with all these terms is that I actually enrolled myself into a CSPO certificate, which is the Certified Scrum Product Owner certification, so that I get a gist of what a product owner roles and responsibilities are.
Right.
And how that person works closely with the Scrum Master as well as the engineering team, right? And then how he creates the value of the work which is being showcased to the leadership and the stakeholders. And luckily, I got this great opportunity to build a product from the scratch. So with the TPM responsibility, I was playing a product manager responsibility as well. So I was working closely with the engineering team on the daily basis with all these handling with all these agile ceremonies. But on the other hand, I was talking to customers, gathering requirements. As soon as the features gets rolled up after the MVP, giving demos to the stakeholders and taking their suggestions. So I was lucky that I got this opportunity of playing devil's double, I would say. So,
Nice.
yeah, but
That's
it was a great journey, I would say. And
no,
one more thing is that I still feel that there's still a long way for me to learn about.
definitely.
Management is a field where you actually learn daily. You talk to so many people, you actually grasp something new, which actually leaves a mark in your memory. And I think it's very challenging for management. Very
Definitely. And so, and that is, I think, one of the beauties of this role, So I think a product manager will never turn to get old, You always keep on learning as your product evolve, you have to evolve with it, constantly facing, new challenges and new avenues. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And I think you briefly touched upon, that point, to which brings me to my next question, that, many of the candidates today, as you know, so product manager role is like a hot cake selling these days in the market. And virtually, there is a huge demand of, a next generation of product managers. So if someone, as a aspiring product manager, what recommendations, in terms of maybe certifications or some courses, etc., would you give out to all the people who are actually looking to transition into this domain?
Yeah, I would definitely suggest to go for the starting certification of like a CSPO, which I did from the Scrum Alliance, or there's a new certification from PMI Institute, which is these days now very popular, Agile Certified Product Owner, something like that.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't remember the exact name, but it's from a PMI, the
Mm-hmm.
same institute which provides the PMP
PMP.
certification,
Yeah.
right? So I would suggest that this actually keeps I would say it settles you on the ground and give you the gist of the role. It introduces a person to the role, that this is the role where you are aspiring to be, right? But with this certification, I would also say that a person should have few a few things in their mind before applying or moving themselves into this role is that you don't need to be an engineer for this role. Definitely not. There are a lot of people who are actually MBAs and they are great product managers, right? So you don't have to be an engineer, but you need to have a technical acumen with you because you would be talking to your engineering teams, right? And you will be giving direct requirement from your customer. And then sometimes your engineering team also tells you that, okay, this is the problem and this is something which cannot be delivered or cannot be built. So you have to say no to your customer. So you need to explain that thing to your customer as well, right? So it's a two-way process. So technical acumen is very important. Along with that, I would say empathy is also very important, especially with communicating internally with your teams. And then, of course, it plays a very important role when you talk to your customers, right? A person usually doesn't need a UX expertise or UI expertise. Product managers do not have to be that expert into that. But it's always great to have that knowledge because you are the one person who works very closely with the UX designer. So you, as a product manager, you should know your user and what the user need is, because that is something which you will tell your UX designer to build it for you. Right?
Absolutely.
So you should know your user very clearly. And along with that, I think the organizational and the people management skill is very important for product manager because this role cuts across various domains. You will be working with marketing team, you'll be working with sales, you'll be working with engineering. You have to manage probably more than one stakeholder. So that quality is really important for a person.
I think Piyush, you summarized it very beautifully, So in fact, you touched upon all the major areas that a product manager should look to, and also you also did some myth busting, also that so traditionally it is thought, that if you are actually working maybe on a digital product, then you need to be an engineer, but in my personal experience, I have seen various people from different fields, people who are managing digital products who actually come from chemical technology.
Absolutely.
And such kind of thing. So definitely,
Absolutely.
thanks
Yes.
so much, for adding such valuable info. So maybe, last question for the day, so as you have got ample experience in this domain, so would you like to give out some advice, I think you've already given quite a lot of things to all the aspiring product managers, but yet again, any advice for the people who are aspiring to, become product managers, what maybe what are the things they should keep in mind, if they want to become product manager, because, from maybe a monetary standpoint, it looks to be a very lucrative role, but maybe you want to talk about some of the nuances that come along with it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So I think a person who's really looking forward to this role, that person should have a real interest in the analytics and data. See, product manager actually rules on data, I would say. So data interpretation, data analytics is really important for a product manager role, right? And this is something which a product manager cannot learn from a day one, right? But a person who really want to come into this role should have this thing at the back of his mind that if you get a chance to work in any product domain, it doesn't matter if it's a B2B, B2C or internal product management, understanding the data and showing that data and selling that data to the stakeholder leadership is very important, right? Apart from that, I would say that understanding customer is also one of the most important thing. I mean, you should actually feel yourself into the shoe of the customer, right? So a product manager who actually feels the pain of a customer, or the need of the hour, what customer is asking from him or her, that product manager will actually succeed in this role, right?
Absolutely.
But that doesn't really mean that you have to always say yes to your customer. You sometimes have to say no. But then understand the problem of the customer, right? And does it really add business value, right? Are you actually giving the ROI to your organization? Are you actually making the impact in the market with that business problem you are trying to solve? So these are a few of the things I think which a person really should keep in mind when applying for this role.
Definitely.
This is one of the things which actually inspired me, I would say, when I was trying to come into a DPM role, I used to talk to a lot of product managers because as a DevOps engineer, they used to come to me that, okay, we are deploying this service, the service is not up, this is the business impact we are having, this is a dollar loss we are bearing, So I was mesmerized that, oh wow, how this just small service can impact millions of
Yeah.
dollars,
Right.
So that chain of thoughts actually grabbed my attention, and I really started looking into this. That this role is really important from a business perspective, and if you really want to know about the business, product manager, I think, is a profile which you should really look after for if you have really interest in the business side.
Great. I think Piyush, you have, I think, brought about all the points, that are actually necessary or need of the hour for anyone who is looking into this domain. Just maybe one last thing I'd like to add, maybe just ask from your side. So you also mentioned that a product manager should have analytics, data understanding. So are there any specific tools across the industries that a product manager should be familiarized in terms of data analyzing or maybe analytics?
Yep, I think there are a lot of tools. There are a lot of tools from Google Analytics is one of the great tools which probably is widely used
Yes.
by
Yeah.
product managers. And there are tools which are like ETL tools, which basically gives you a good data. But then I would say that different organizations have different data analytics tools, right? E-commerce industry might be using Google Analytics, and automobile industry might be using some other tool, right? And as a product manager, you are not responsible to actually, own that data. You should
Right.
actually be able to understand that data, right? You should have that, okay, this is the data, and you work with the data analytics team, and they tell you that, okay, this data is important for you to concentrate on or to, get the value out of it from. So
Right.
that data interpretation is something which you should be able to understand, because from there you will be able to create a value for your product, right? That, okay, with this feature build or with this new addition on a pre-built feature would give us this value.
This value.
And this would actually add to our business.
Definitely, Piyush. Thank you so much for answering that question. And I think, in a very short span of time, I think you have touched upon so many important data points, and a lot of I would say a lot of things as a takeaway for all our viewers for sure. Great. I think we have come towards the last of our this today's session. Yep. Anything else you would like to add? Maybe some closing comments.
Yeah, thank you so much, Puneet, for giving me this opportunity to talk and share my view. I always actually wanted to share my view of this transitioning from from the engineering to a product. Though I'm sure there are many people like me who must have done this thing, but then if I think viewers would really like that I shared my view, and probably it's great, talking to you.
So and it has been a pleasure hosting you, Piyush. So, so in fact, so when I was thinking of, because myself have been very much interested in this role of the product manager, so I personally like that role very much. So, so your name came first to my mind, because I've seen you, how you have grown in your career from a DevOps engineer to a product manager now. So, so that's why it has been a pleasure, and looking forward, so getting more insights from you in the future as well.
Absolutely. Sure.
Great, Piyush. Thank you so much for connecting.
Thank you.
Thank
Puneet.
you. Take care.
Take care.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching our video. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more such insightful sessions. We will be regularly uploading on our channel every Sunday, so stay tuned and like our other social media handles as well. The links of the same will be mentioned in the description box below. Bye bye.